told me some great stories about the Army when he was there. And the one story he told me, he was stationed in England and they were waiting for D-Day. The Americans kept building up their numbers, waiting for the invasion. And he had just been promoted to a sergeant in charge of supplies and logistics because he had been an accountant by trade and he had a numbers background, so they just promoted him to that rank. And the group that he was with before went over on D-Day a day before he went, and they were captured by the Germans and completely massacred, shot down against the wall and gunned down. He found out later on. He would have been with them if he hadn't gotten this promotion. So, you know, things are meant to be sometimes. When they liberated Paris, he was walking around and he saw signs that said no Jews allowed in the streets after a certain time of the night. And then there was another sign that said Jews had to wear the Star of David on their sleeve. And he was standing looking at one of them, and this guy came over and said, "Du bist de Yid?" which means, "Are you Jewish?" And he said, "Yes, I am." "Why would you ask?" My father spoke Yiddish. He didn't speak French. And the guy said, "Because you wouldn't be looking at the sign if you were just an American that wasn't Jew. You wouldn't be interested." And my father said, "Yeah, I'm just mortified seeing these signs." And the guy said, "Why don't you come to my house? I'm having a Passover dinner." So my dad went to this house, and my father said he was shocked when he got there. There were like 20 other servicemen all there that this guy had recruited all around the city. He found other Jews and he invited them to dinner. And they all could speak in Yiddish. Nobody could speak French. And my dad always said, it's really interesting, no matter where you go in this world, Jews could speak all different languages, but they'd always be able to pray the same in Hebrew and speak Yiddish. Although in today's day and age, if I went there, I wouldn't be able to speak Yiddish, and I would venture to guess that most Frenchmen wouldn't speak Yiddish now either. He was in the Battle of the Bulge, and he talked about it many times and how they were surrounded and it was the winter time, and he was in the office and they told him to get out there with his gun. And my dad said the cooks, the chefs, the pot cleaners, he said everybody had their guns and was lined up ready to fight. They were waiting for the Germans to break through. They thought they were finished. He talked about laying in foxholes and having the buzz bombs coming and dropping all around them. And then General Patton came and saved them. So he said, a lot of people talk badly about Patton, he said, but they loved him because he saved their ass.